until the world. I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing until the world. I'm gonna sing down under the water until the world.
Oh, interesting question. I thought you were going to ask, inspirations and I think just women friends, musicians like Jen Clower and Liz Stringer. Um, yeah, I wish I'd had like an older woman mentor when I was younger, but for whatever reason that just didn't happen. There weren't a lot of women in the music business, or at least fronting bands when I was coming up, 25 years ago. So maybe that's part of it, but I met some wonderful women musicians along the way. My peers really were the big support system for me when I was coming up. But unfortunately, I didn't meet them, super early in my career. Uh, but there were plenty of wonderful men who were very supportive of my career. So I feel lucky in that regard. Yeah, well, early on when I was just a kid, Bonnie Raitt was my guitar hero. Seeing her with her guitar strapped to her body on that album cover, it was like, I don't know, thrilling, and she was the one of the few women that I was aware of who played guitar, and so I was very much inspired to emulate her, and then so many women songwriters. Lucinda Williams is one of my biggest heroes, biggest heroines. Gillian Welch, Nico Case. Yeah, but I think it was really important having um, a person like a woman like Bonnie Raitt, who, to see someone like that playing guitar and to think, okay, I could do that. I mean, it's hard to biases like treatment that was specifically because I was a woman. I mean, maybe early on there were some grouchy sound guys at some venue who may have treated a guy differently, like who maybe looked at me and assumed that I didn't know what I was doing because I was female. But it's so hard to know for sure. I really honestly can say my experience, has been, you know, really overwhelmingly of support and encouragement. I think musicians in general are a pretty friendly and encouraging breed. And even though, like I said early on, it was mainly surrounded, very male dominated, but I had some real, people who really were encouraging. People like Mick Thomas and Matt Walker, and yeah, I even though it was a little intimidating, I felt like I was welcome. Yeah, I think that I mean, what's wonderful to see is that there's just so many more women in so many facets of the music industry. Obviously plenty more songwriters. I feel like there's even more women songwriters than there are men songwriters. Who knows? But then, musicians, bass players, drummers, sound engineers. I think the behind the scenes is still pretty male dominated, but yeah, I mean, it's just wonderful that so many more women have felt you know inspired or welcome to, like, you know join and be part of the music industry. I don't even like it calling it the music industry, maybe the music community. And you know yeah, I guess that's been a great change. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm just mixing a new album, which has not got any release date yet. That'll, once it's mixed and mastered, we'll start getting to work on that next stage. But I'm preparing to come back to Australia in early April to finally get to do the anniversary tour of my second album, Parking Lots, which was re-released on vinyl in 2020 and was supposed to be accompanied by a tour for the 15th anniversary. As we know, couldn't happen until now. So I'm super excited to finally get back on the stage and play those old songs.